in a short. So is sharing okay? All right. So let's just quickly recap what we learned last time. Okay. So last time we focused on the word ma, which means what, and haza. Okay. So if you remember, we said hada means this is, and we spoke about how hada is actually for masculine nouns. And then hadi he would be a different word which we haven't yet covered into contact with in this book, but that is for feminine nouns. And we spoke about how in many languages, including Arabic, the nouns would actually either be masculine or feminine. Okay, so if we were to say, for example, bait means house, it's a masculine noun. And so therefore we would use the word hada, and hada means this is, and baitun means a house. So hada baitun, which is here, means this is a house, okay? But obviously if it was a feminine noun, we would then use the word hadihi, okay? So we went through all of these nouns, okay? And then the next part we learned was this word ma, which means what, okay, what. And then hada is this, okay? So what is this, okay? Ma hada, and then we said this was the answer to it. And then we said there's another way that you could ask the question by putting a hamza with a fatha before hada, so it becomes ahada, which means is this a house? And then obviously, you'd have to answer either yes or no. So you would say naam, hada baytun. And then again, we went through some of those. And then this one is la, no, okay? So let me just let one of the students into the room, okay? So just give me 1 second, please. Got to make sure that she's mute as well. Yes, okay. Um, So, sister, just to remind you, we are recording this, so it doesn't matter to me if your voice comes in, but then obviously these are the ones that I put unedited within the WhatsApp group, and they're not supposed to be shared around. But if you don't want your voice kind of coming in them, then just wait until I ask, if there are any questions, okay? So then we went through this, okay? So if we go through this, and I'll work through this just quickly. So the question is ma hadha, which means what is this? And obviously it would be hadha maktabun. And again, ma hadha, what is this? Hadha sarirun. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha kitabun. This is a book. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha babun. This is a door. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha baytun. This is a house, okay? And again, it's the same questions again. Ahada kamisun, is this a shirt? Naam, yes. Hada kamisun, yes, this is a shirt. Ahada baytun, is this a house? Naam, hada baytun. Then it says here, ahada miftahun, is this a key? So obviously it's not, so la hada miftahun. And then ahada najmun, is this a star? Naam hada najmun. Okay. Then we go down to this part here. So it says read and write, okay? Read and write. So you're supposed to read it and write it. And like I said, at some point we will practice this. So maybe when I do kind of a further revision, and for the sisters who are unable to kind of write Arabic, um, maybe we could do it so that you could learn to write a little bit, and then we could do it. But for now, what we're doing is we are just going to be learning the speaking. Okay, so let me just wait for the sister to. Yes, the sisters again. Reminder that this is being recorded. Okay, so just keep yourself on mute, please. Okay, so I'll read them for you. Okay, and obviously you can practice with this. But there'll be an opportunity for you to be assessed and to memorize and to write in future as well. So I will try to repeat this session, okay, to make it more and more advanced as we go on. Okay, so hada maktabun, okay? So this means this is a um, table or an office, okay? Hada masjidun, okay? So you would write it. Hada qalamun, this is a masjid, this is a pen. Hada sarirun, this is a bed. Ma hada, what is this? هذا كرسي, this is a chair. هذا بيت, is this a house? Um, هذا بيت, is this a house? So it's just a question. لا هذا مسجد, no, this is a masjid. ما هذا, what is this? هذا مفتاح, this is a key. Okay, now we're gonna learn a new form of expression or a new word. Okay, so this is a phrase. Okay, you've got just a short kind of it's not a sentence, it's a phrase. It's just a kind of a short part of a sentence. Okay, so man hadha, man hadha. So now this word man means who, or who is. Okay, hadha, this. Okay, this. Okay, or you could say man really means who rather than who is, and hadha is this. Okay, is this. Okay, so who is this? Okay, man hadha, who is this? And let's write it now. Okay, so um, as we did in the last video. And if you missed the first lesson, it's there, it's recorded. If anyone can't access it from the group, let me know and I'll forward it. I know one of the sisters says she couldn't open it, so I will work on that and I will make sure that I leave it in the WhatsApp group again later. So we'll drop the first video in the WhatsApp group. This is now the second one, okay? So now this is man, okay? So it again, transliteration is very difficult, okay? Actually, let me just quickly pause and see if there's any questions. Um, Okay, so man. So like I said, with transliteration, it's very difficult because some people will say this is man, okay, but if I write it like this, man, okay, some people would say this is mun, okay, but it's not. This is just man, man, okay. So however you want to kind of write it in English, but it's man, okay, and it means who, okay, and again, it's one of the high frequency words in Arabic, and you will see it again and again in the Quran, especially. Okay, so man means who, and then hada again, we said it means this or this is. Okay, and again, it is used for masculine. Okay, so man, ha, so again, slightly long on the ha, the. Okay, and again, this is that soft z, so where you bring the tongue out a bit, hada, man هذا man هذا, and it means who is this. Okay, so he is a doctor. Okay, so then it's هذا طبيب. Okay, so it's طبيب. Okay, طبيب, he, this is a doctor. Manhaza, who is what is his profession? Use the word man, and we wouldn't use like what is, what Sister Nabila refers to as akil and ghair akil, so intellect and non-intellectual. Okay, which makes basically means living and non-living. So because this is a living person, we use the word man. Okay, man hadha, who is this? Okay. Okay, and the question again is man hadha, and who is this? So just who is this, not and, but who is this? And then this time it says hadha, this is waladun. Okay, so waladun. Okay, which means boy or son. Okay, waladun. Okay, waladun. Okay, so that's just again. So and then again you've got more here. Okay, so it says again, man hada, who is this? Hada talibun, okay, which means student. Okay, so again, it's ta, because ta, alif, fatha, so it's long ta, li, and again that bun, okay? Yeah, bun, okay? Talibun, okay? So this is a student. Then again, you're using that ahada, so it's a question, okay? And the question is, ahada waladun, is this a boy, okay? And so the answer will be la, no. Hada rajulun. Okay. Rajulun, which means he is a man. Okay. Because he's older. So no, this is a man. Is rajulun. Okay. So there's a dhamma there. So we would make sure we say jo. Okay. Rather than just like in Najmun where we were saying just calcula. No, this is actually rajulun. Rajulun. Okay. Then if we go down again, so you've got more. So again, you've got to kind of, you've got to memorize the vocabulary. And I think I'm going to go up to, I don't want to do kind of too much in one sitting. But anyway, let's do kind of a part now, and maybe we can on Monday, okay? So we may leave it until Monday. So what is this one here, okay? It says man hadha, again, who is this, okay? And you can see he's standing in a shop, okay? Although he looks like a tailor, but he's got boxes and things, so he's selling something, okay? So he has, it says hadha, ta, again, it's long, ta, j, okay? There's a kasra there, so it's j, run, okay? And tajirun is tajir is a word which means somebody who sells something. So it could be, you could translate it as a merchant. That's commonly what people translate this word as. But we know it as either a shopkeeper or a businessman. Okay, so tajir is really somebody who sells something. Okay, so hada tajirun. Okay, hada tajirun. Okay, and you've got the similar words in the Quran is all related to this, okay? But don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure that yes, I've heard this word in the Quran, but again, I don't want to give any false information in case I'm wrong. So Allah knows best, okay? But Tajirun, he is a merchant. Okay, so that's that one. Then now we go back to, again, this is something which is inanimate. Okay, so it's not living, so we're not going to use the word man again. We're going back for the word ma, okay, which means what is, okay, what is, okay, uh, or what rather, what is this? Haza is this, okay, what is this, okay? Hada masjidun, hada masjidun, this is a masjid. And again, we said this means this is, okay, this is, and masjidun means a masjid. Then again, hada kalbun, okay. And again, this is, okay, kalbun, okay, and again, this is a light calf, okay. So if you use the word qalb, which is the heavy calf, which is this one, it turns into heart, okay. This means heart, okay, and kalb, this, okay, with the calf, okay, using this kind of calf, okay, it becomes dog, okay. That's why it's important to make sure that you get the pronunciation of these letters correct, because it does change the meaning, okay. Then there's a question, ahada kalbun, is this a dog? And obviously it's not a dog, it's a cat, so it's la, okay, which means no. Hada qittun, okay, qittun, this is a cat, okay, this is a cat. And okay, let's actually just finish these 2 pages, okay. So it is a lot of vocabulary, but we'll see how we go in terms of kind of memorizing these later on, okay. So then you've got this, okay, write it for you here, so slightly long run, okay, himarun, which means donkey, okay. So this is a donkey. We go down, and now it's asking you, ahada himarun, is this a donkey? And it's not, it's a horse, so you say la, no. Hada hisanun, okay. He, sa, again long, okay, there's a fatha and a little nun, okay, hisanun. Haza hisanun, okay. Wama hadha. Um, Now we use a new word. Okay, wa for tawa. This is the transliteration, and it means and. Okay, and, okay. So now they ask you, and what is this? Okay, and what is this? So just to make the conversation more natural, they're slowly introducing more and more words to use. So, and what is this? And then it's Hadha Jamilun. Okay. So, sorry, no, not Jamilun, Jamalun. Jamilun means beautiful. This is Jamalun. Okay. Jamalun. Okay. Hadha Jamalun, which means this is a camel. Okay. This is a camel. And then Ma Hadha, what is this? Hadha Dikun. Okay. Dikun. Okay. Which means this is a rooster. Okay. And I think this is the last one, okay? So man hada, okay? Who is this? Hada mudarrisun, mudarrisun, okay? Which means this is a teacher, okay? And you've heard the word mudarrisun, okay? You've heard madrasa, okay? So this is a word similar to that mudarrisun, and this R is twice because there is, you can see a shadda on the ra, which makes it double. Okay, so that's why we've got a double sound. Okay, and the other important thing to notice is if you see how it's written, okay, this ra, so this is your ra there, okay, and then you've got the shadda, which makes it double, but then you see that there is the symbol underneath it. This is not a fatha, this is a kasra, okay? So when this symbol is underneath this shadda, it is pronounced like this, okay, as a kasra, okay? So this is mudar risun, okay? If it was above the shadda, it would be mudar rasun, okay? But anyways, just to say that although it's on top of the ra, it's not a fatha, it's under the shadda, so it's a kasra, okay? And I think that's enough for today because we're almost finished. So we'll do kind of the last part, um, in the next lesson. We'll just kind of summarize it. So it'll be a short one, the next one, okay? But we can, like I said, just kind of recap everything in the next class, which will be on Monday. Again, let me stop the recording.